way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, to get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is, where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be
thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's going on, Outsiders? Monday night, 7 p.m. You already know. It's the show that you all been waiting for to kick the week off right, just a bit outside. I am your host, Kescia, and to my right, as always, my main man, my main apple scrapple, the Iron Man to the Captain America, my dude, Mark Foster. What did you do, player?
Did the girl get out of the bathroom?
Man, taking us back to last week. Hey, man, how was your weekend, yo? We are straight legit coming off of a Stark winning weekend. I am hyped. Hyped right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we both got to see the end game, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. You know, don't worry. No spoilers here. Thank you, Andre.
No spoilers.
Well, all right. So, here's the thing about the fucking spoilers, though. Let's talk about the spoilers really quickly. Hammer! This is the thing about people with the spoilers now. We had Endgame go down this weekend. We had the battle for Winterfell go down last night, and everybody is talking about it. Then you got this population of people who've been crying about, hey, why y'all talking about it online? I still need to see the show. I still need to see the movie. Yo, if you haven't seen the movie, if you haven't seen the show, here's a thought. Don't go on social media. I mean, is it rocket science? I don't get it, yo. I don't get that. The crying is just crazy to me.
Especially for something this big.
Right. Do you legit think the whole world is not going to talk about this damn thing for you?
Speaking of the whole world, domestically it took in $350 million.
Yeah.
Worldwide,
that's why I said the whole world.
Worldwide, 1.2 billion.
Yes.
Already number 18 on the highest grossing movies list.
Yes.
It's going to shatter that record.
So, I was a little late on the game for the first episode of Game of Thrones, but, I didn't watch it till Tuesday. It came out on Sunday. I knew better than to jump on, Facebook or to be on Facebook for a long time scrolling because I was going to see the memes. I was going to see all the fun. I mean, it's simple. Simple. If you haven't seen it, don't go on social media. If you haven't seen it, don't watch this show. No, I'm kidding. Watch the show. But was it everything you hoped for? We can just talk about how we liked it. Didn't like it. What'd you think?
I think I might catch a little bit of flack for this.
Oh,
I'm going to say it was.
No, you are not going to say you was expecting more.
No, it was an incredible movie. It was a perfect follow-up to Infinity War. It was perfect as far as what it needed to be, and it really was a love letter to the fans. I've heard said about it so many times. There are some plot holes that I'm eagerly awaiting for Spider-Man Far From Home to see if the first of my questions are answered.
Okay.
And there's a couple of plot holes I was like, I think overall, I think I like Infinity War still a tad bit more, but there's definitely parts of this, like that last battle,
yeah.
And the question really isn't how much you liked it, is and it's not did you cry? When was the first time you cried? Because even me, who doesn't cry at movies? Like, I got wet eyes a few times.
Yeah, I mean, there was, the one particular scene where I heard some sniffles in the crowd as I was looking around. But, I didn't go as far as crying. I mean, I did get a little emotional, I have a pulse.
Even my son.
I have a pulse. But I'm going to tell you another thing that I did not understand with the people, and this is not a spoiler, not giving away anything. But, well, let me ask you this. At the end, did you sit through the credits and wait for? You did? Why the hell were y'all doing that? Dog, the movie was called Endgame.
Yeah.
But...
Well, I knew...
I'm like, go ahead.
There's been articles, like non-spoiler articles, so I don't think I'm spoiling here. There is no end credit scene per se, but there is like a little audio stinger, what they call it, at the end. And I just want to check it out, and I think it was a perfect end cap to the end game. Okay. I just really was, like the whole audience was sitting, my audience was sitting waiting for something like, the little encore snippet at the end. Yeah.
And when they didn't get it, they were like, oh, I'm like, yo, the name of the movie is End Game. Like, there's, there are going to be more movies, but it's just like, yo, this particular story is ended. I feel like.
So, did you sit through the end credits?
No.
So, how do you know people were moaning and groaning at the end?
Well, I thought I did. I didn't hear like a little snippet, but I must have got up right like just before the snippet. But people were there like, I'm like, yo.
It was like the credits end, and then the Marvel Studios logo comes up, and when it's that logo.
Yeah, I think I left right before that thing popped up because I was just like at the end of my. Yeah, but okay, we'll talk about the snippet offline then.
Okay.
But for my outsiders, Mark doesn't watch Game of Thrones, but I'm a big Game of Thrones head batter. The battle. Winter came last night. It was off the chain. And for my outsiders who are fans of Game of Thrones and of the Avengers and the whole Marvel Comics series, I want to ask you guys, what do you think is better? Because we've been just as invested, time period wise in the Game of Thrones. This has been a, 8, 9, 10 year, if you want to count all the waiting time, love affair with this show.
Yeah.
And in the Marvel Avenger movies, the actual Marvel series is what? 15?
22 films.
Okay, so it's about 15, 16 years, I think?
10.
Is it 10?
11, I guess now. 2008 was
11?
Iron Man 1.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, then 11 years. So, yeah, about the same time. What series, I would like to hear from you guys, what series do you think is better? Game of Thrones or, this whole Marvel comic movie series? I want to hear what the people, we should have people poll that jump. Maybe we'll do that for
next week.
Yeah. I still want to hear from y'all, though. What y'all think is better? What else? What else went down this weekend? Go.
Like you said, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying all the memes and everything that are coming about this, like the Giants' titty milk. Those memes are just crazy.
Mark, you I've actually been enjoying the memes myself all day. It's been really hard to do some work, get some work done. You know what I mean? Because I've laughed heartily at some of these joints. But what else was going on around town? Broccoli City Fest was at FedEx Field over the weekend. I was lucky enough to make the show. Had a good time. It was a lot of nice performers and performances. We had the Tiana Taylor out there. Ella May was out there. Baltimore artist Black was out there. Lil Wayne, Childish Gambino, Lil Baby. The broccoli was out there in full effect, and a lot of vegetable eating going on, and good time was really had by all, man. Good time had by all. It was a great festival.
I saw that lineup. I was like, hey, where'd my invite go?
Oh man! See how yo. And also, coming up this weekend, May the 4th. May the 4th Force be with you. May the 4th out at Camden Yards. Star Wars Day with the Orioles. I'm going. Let's go. I'm serious. I'm going. Let's go. Saturday night.
See.
All right, see that, y'all?
Well,
there you
don't you have to purchase
camera.
the special ticket to get all the extras?
I don't know. I might have to see what's up with my hookup.
Yeah. And I got the boy too. Hook up.
I got the boy too. Hook up. Another thing that's kind of interesting. What?
Harry answered your question.
What's that?
He likes Marvel only because the comics have been around longer, so a little more invested.
Okay.
And I agree. Like, I've been reading comics forever.
Man, you ain't even seen Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is the greatest story ever told, yo. Keep telling everybody, man. Move over, Bible.
Have you read the books?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I am fully invested, my lord.
I'm sure George R. R. Martin is waiting to see how the HBO
That
series wraps
motherfucker,
up
if
so
I
he
ever
can
see
finally
him
write
in
the
the
book.
street, I will choke his ass out. I'll be the first one, yo. Like, dog, what are you doing with your life? You know what I mean?
He's waiting to find out how it ends, too, so he can write it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But, I mean, the way that the books go, it's got to be, a lot different than what HBO came up with. But I got to tip my hat up to HBO. So far, so good. Can't wait. I can't wait till Sunday. I'm like a fiend for that stuff. It's fantastic.
And this last week was episode 3?
Yeah. So I think we have like 3 more.
3 more, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life afterwards. I really don't. I don't. Also, tonight, going down here in Baltimore, America Ninja Warrior. They are in the city. They are in the 410. They set up that obstacle course. I worked down there. I saw it. Looks pretty interesting. They got some live taping. Live taping's going down tonight at Rash Field. So, if you're in Baltimore and if you got some time, I think they still have a few tickets out there. I think I'm going to go after the show because they have a taping at 10 o'clock.
Damn.
Yeah. It's going to be Miller time, baby.
And I think this is the second time they've
The last time they went, the last time they were here, I watched them. I didn't go to the show, but I watched them set up a little bit, talk to a few people down there. But so tonight I'm gonna go check that joint out. I think.
No pictures as you were walking by?
No, not as I was walking by. I was really just trying to get my ass home for real, so I can make it here. But tonight,
we're here for you.
Right. What we go through to be here for you. But we got a good show lined up tonight. We have a couple of guests. We have 2, as a matter of fact. We have what?
Harry just mentioned something too. What's
that?
Is he about to mention? No. And I don't know if you even heard. John Singleton passed away.
Yes, I was gonna make a note about that at the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
But now's as good a time as any. Acclaimed director John Singleton. I believe he was 51.
Yep.
Died from stroke complications. I believe he was the first African American director to win an Oscar.
Possibly, yeah.
Something like that. But outside of all that, I really don't get into accolades and stuff like that. But his movies did so much for the culture. You know what I mean? And did so much for American film. That's a big loss for the community, man. Especially if you're in the movies like we are.
Yeah.
That's a heavy one. Right there, and he's 51, just so young, really surprising. I was surprised. All right, you guys, listen, we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna have some WTF moments of the week. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Coach is gonna have my money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told me your wife was cooking.
Man, it is what it is.
Then again, I don't think I want your wife cooking because you don't like it.
Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio. It is what it is, 9/11.
Are they ready to? I know they're not ready to accept it, but yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, how many of them are really ready to think about it like that?
None.
Like
I think the problem is like I don't even know how we got here, but it's inbred. You're not born to hate people. You're not born to distinguish between black and white and Asian and Hispanic. That's something that you're taught. You're taught. Point blank, period.
Straight up.
My daughter came home and told me that her white teacher was black. Maybe it's because it's how she treated her. She don't see any color. But when it comes to all her friends, all her friends are mixed. All of her friends have a white parent, black, African, Hispanic, other parent.
So
children don't see color. You breed your children. Not breed.
Right.
You raise your children to see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
They don't see racism.
Well, I guess
I met a little girl who had a black doll, and she said because the black dolls are prettier than the white dolls. But then I've taken a black doll and a white doll and put it in front of two kids, and it's a study that they've done before. You put it in front of two kids, and you put it in front of a kid, and you ask them which one is the nice one.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9 evening.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste of it. Bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, don't pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I beat the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, we too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry fakers, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patience run there, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. Say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep the G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm steady green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king when chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it one.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for joining us each and every week. Every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're on YouTube, you're on Facebook Live. And if you're checking us out live, at the bottom of that post, just hit share us out, tell your friends. Check us out throughout the week, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook. Share the link, share the love.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? When we left off, we were talking about Endgame and Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones versus Endgame. I still want to take some votes. Y'all let me know which one you like better. Who we got now? Let's do it. The WTF moments of the week. Mark, what you got?
WTFs. First up, I've got MMA fighter.
Oh boy.
Joyce Vieira. She's Brazilian.
A woman?
Brazilian fighter.
Oh God.
BJJX. Oh no, you're gonna shriek.
Oh good.
So she's down there in Brazil. I believe in Rio. I'm not sure exactly where.
Sure, I get this up here.
And she's doing a photo shoot.
Okay.
And off in the distance, there's this dude, and you know they just kind of notice he's checking out the photo shoot, whatever. And then like just something seems amiss, so she goes over there to see what's going on. This homeboy, let me get it right, 27-year-old. No, she's 27. Where's the dude's name? He's also 27. Josinai Ferreira. Pants down, or swimming trunks down, and inappropriately touching himself.
How did I know? I knew you was going to say that. I knew it. Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Did she beat his ass?
She kicked him. He punched back.
So then what happened?
He ran off.
Oh, man. How was she?
He was found and arrested, so he's going to face some charges there. But what kind of balls does it take to do that?
Right.
That is so just crazy. And
creepy.
He probably just thought it was like a model shoot or something like that. Didn't expect an MMA fighter to come up and just like try to whoop his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And there are some pictures on the internet. I meant to snag them, but I couldn't find a good one. And there's a video out there too. Like
Are you serious?
a confrontation, yeah.
WTF, yo. I don't have any words for that one. I don't even, like, what is... I don't even know.
We got Lonnie Robertson on the feed.
What's up, Lonnie?
He's weighing in. Game of Thrones is better.
Ah, my man. I knew he was going to say that. I mean, it's got a better storyline. I mean, it's got a better plot and everything. It gives you so many emotions.
And then about the BJJ story, I just said, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu jerk-off. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu jerk-off, yeah.
It's a family show tonight.
Right?
All right, hey, that's a legit WTF. We got any more WTFs for the night?
Let's see, there's another one. You probably should have heard about this one.
What?
Let me get his name right. Giants draft pick from the 6th round, Corey Ballentine.
Yeah.
You get picked up in the draft, and then you get shot. Thankfully, he lived. Another player lived. Another player died.
Oh, okay.
But not drafted. Yeah.
Woo. Okay. Well, God, that kind of makes me feel a little bit. I mean, well, somebody still died, but
yeah.
You know, I saw that this morning. I was like, man, what is going on with these kids out here? I think he was like the 130th pick for the Giants.
Something like that, yeah.
I believe. And it was like the day after or something he got drafted, he got shot.
Hours after.
Hours. Like, yo, how do you fathom that? What's going on?
He's from a Division II school, Washburn,
Yeah.
out there in Kansas, and no player from Washburn had been drafted in more than a decade. And I guess they were out there celebrating, and celebration just went a little bit too.
Things got a little heated or something. Man, that joint is crazy. Speaking of the draft, did you watch any of the draft this weekend?
Nah.
I know, right? Yo, what is it about the, I'm not a really big draft person.
Oh, I kept up through it, like on mobile and stuff. But yeah, like the draft is it's all just, a few years ago when they went to the first round only on the first night, it's like, this is just a joke.
Yeah.
They're doing it for TV and
right,
advertising dollars.
Yeah. And then now they got they really try to jazz it up with all the second and third days. They do these little things, they get these little, I don't know, they're kind of like little circus acts to come announce the drafts, little, you know what I'm saying?
Well, all throughout, because
special guests. Did they do it on the first round too?
Yeah, the Ravens had a blind fan come out and announce their first.
Oh yeah. You know what? Is that a feel good? Did I tag you for that? Okay.
No.
We got another feel good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, that was pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's just this whole entire thing. I mean, I guess it's good showmanship and everything for the really hardcore football fans that need to have some type of football year round. But I mean, it's just it's the draft. All right, I want to know who we got. Did they address our issues? And I know everybody wants to talk about that, but we'll talk about that really soon, later on in the show. But I mean, that's all I'm really concerned with. I don't really care about what everybody else did and all that. I just want to make sure we addressed our issues. And like I said, we'll talk more about that in a minute. But you guys, we have a really cool show tonight. We got a couple of guests. We have Shaniya Murray coming through. She's in the studio tonight, and she is actually the very first woman to play on the basketball team. On the baseball team. God, I got NBA on my mind. On the baseball team here at City College in Baltimore. So, we got a ball up in here that's, got stuff to rock with the fellas. So we are very interested and excited to have her on and talk about her journey playing baseball, in high school sports here in Baltimore. We also have author Chris Babu, who has another, amazing story. He was a trader on Wall Street, or worked on Wall Street, and then all of a sudden got the epiphany to become an author. Really big sports fan from New York, so we're gonna chop it up with him as well. So you guys don't go anywhere. Like I said, we got some laughs, we got some good stuff coming on. It's just a bit outside. Keisha and Mark.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe, but are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Sub Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for joining us each and every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. on YouTube Live, on Facebook, and share the link, share the love. Just a couple of games underway so far. Most of them are 0-0. You got the Athletics at the Red Sox, the Cardinals at the Nationals, the Reds at the Mets, but the Padres have an early run in the first up on the Braves in Atlanta.
All right. Nice, nice. As you can see, we got a little one up in the studio right now. We got a big baller in the building. We got Shaniya Murray, excuse me, in the building. How you doing?
Good.
All right. Thank you for taking your time to come out.
No problem.
This your first interview?
No.
Oh, so you're a professional then?
I mean,
so you've been dealing with bigger fish than us, huh? So I saw you on the news, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, I was nervous at first, but I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I wasn't like that nervous after the second interview. I was nervous for the first one though, but the second one I wasn't nervous. So.
Okay. So Shaniya, tell us a little bit about yourself. So what year are you in high school?
I'm in 9th grade.
Okay.
2019 and graduate of 2022.
All right.
I go to Baltimore City College, and I'm from Maryland,
Right.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, how long you been playing baseball?
Since I was like 7, 2012 maybe.
Okay. All right. And is that when you first fell in love with the game, or did you play it for?
I just played it for fun.
Really?
Yeah, I played it for fun with my sister. Yeah, it was just for fun. I didn't really care about it that much.
Okay, you started off playing with the guys?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fun fact for you guys, for the outsiders, and for you as well. You know, my first baseball team was playing, me and Jimmy, we played on the same team. I played on with the guys as well.
There you go.
5 years old. Yeah. Can you hit?
Mm-hmm.
You hit real good?
Yeah. Well, I'm getting better, but I've been doing good this season.
Okay. All right. Then what position do you play?
Second base.
Play second base. Okay. So you got the hands.
Yeah, I'm just getting used to it. But I got way better over the couple of weeks because I used to play outfield.
Okay.
And it was like kind of hard to transition because I'm like way like better at catching the balls in the air but not getting my glove down on the ground.
Right.
Yeah. And I've been doing way better with that. And so.
What made you transition from the outfield to the infield?
I don't have a good arm. I can't throw that far.
Okay.
So, I mean, I can throw good at second base, but if it's in the outfield and somebody going to third, I'm not like I can't throw that far to third. I could probably like go to second. So.
Dig it. So do you like playing infield better than outfield?
Way better.
It's a lot more action.
Yeah, it's way more action, and I'm not lonely out in outfield.
Let's see. When did you know that baseball was the thing that you really wanted to do?
Like I noticed like the first year I played baseball, like the first year we didn't win championship, but like the second year after that, like we was undefeated and we won a championship, and they gave us free tickets to the Orioles game, and we was on YouTube too, so they gave us free tickets to the Orioles game. And I went to the Orioles game, I was like, wow, I did not know you can play baseball when you get older. Like, I did not know that.
Really?
I was like, no, I did not know that. I thought it was just football, basketball. But I was there, and it was just, like, so fun to watch. Like, I was like, wait till I'm in there. Like, my favorite player was, like, Adam Jones, because at the time I played center field. Yeah. And Adam Jones was just, like, this is my favorite player. I loved him. I'm mad that he, like, got traded to Arizona, but I still like him, though, so.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well down there in Arizona, too. I miss him, too. He's one of my favorite players also. So you said Adam Jones was your first favorite player of all time. So do you follow the Orioles?
Yes. I follow, like, all the baseball. Well, I follow MLB on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. I follow the Orioles. I follow some players on Instagram, but I don't follow none of the teams because I don't want to be a trader.
Dig it. Do you have any favorite Orioles players currently?
Jonathan Filler is like one of my favorite. Now he plays second base. Like, yeah, he's really good.
Okay.
I like him.
Nice. Well, let's talk about back to you. What was it like when you made the decision to try out and play for City? I mean, like, how did you come up with this idea? Like, I'm just gonna go out there and do it.
Yeah, like 8th grade, I was looking at like the school. City was like the #1 school I wanted to go to because of baseball. Because when I went to the open house, they said that I asked one of the coach right now. That's my coach right now. I asked him, can I play baseball and try out? He said, yeah, you gotta try out. And I said, okay. So I went to the Poly versus City game championship. I was there. I knew a couple of the players now. I know them now. I'm on the team. But I was like dancing in the crowd. I was like, oh, I cannot wait. I can't wait until I be on this team. And then like high school came. I don't know. It was like part of me didn't want to do it at first because they throw fast. But then like part of me was like you giving up on yourself, even if like, cause you good at the game you playing, but like you're scared to do it. And I did not want to do that. And like my mother, like when I first told her that I wanted to play baseball,
what did she say?
She was like, well, I wanted to play for high school baseball. She said she didn't think I was gonna make the team, but she didn't know they was gonna allow girls to play baseball. Right. And then my sister, she's like my #1 supporter, and she was scared for me. Like she always, I don't know. She was scared for me that.
She your older sister?
Yeah, she's my twin.
Twin. I'm gonna tell y'all look alike.
Yeah. Okay. She was scared at first for me, not for her, but for me. Like, and it was crazy because like when I played and went to the workouts and all that stuff, I wasn't scared. Right. I was focused on myself and only myself. But it's like kind of weird when people just stare at you when I walk around with my baseball bag over my hat on. It's kind of weird staring. But Shaniya, well, my sister, she was scared at first. But then she wanted me to do it because she wanted me to make history and so that girls can do it too. And yeah, and then when I tried out.
What was that like when you tried out? I mean, what were the guys like? Were they like?
I didn't really care for them. I care for them now, but I didn't care for them as much. Like, they just kept staring. I I was just annoyed because I'm trying out for the team. We still, like, we all the same people. I'm just a different gender. Like, I don't know why. Like, they just kept staring. That was just kind of annoying. And, like, I didn't want to mess up either. Like, it was one tryouts where I thought I was not going to make the team because I did so bad. Like, I did terrible. But then, like, I picked myself up. And when it came to fielding, they did ground balls. Like, I killed it. My footwork was good. My throwing was good. I took my time. And the final tryouts, I just smacked the ball in the outfield.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't, like, I was like so focused because when I got on that field, it's me in the field, nobody else. Because at the time I didn't really care for them. Like, I didn't care if they would watch me.
What did your friends say? They said, "Girl, you crazy?"
Oh yeah, my friends. Yeah, I got a lot of friends. My friends from school, they was proud of me. They was like, "Go all sis," and all that stuff. They was really proud of me. One of my friends said that she was proud of me because she was saying that a young black woman like me needs to show boys. And then my other friends that go to other schools, they wanted to cry. But my other friends, like one of my friends said that she knew that I can do it, but she wanted me to believe in myself, and that's one of the problems I have for myself. And one of my other friends said that she thought I was gonna get intimidated by them, and that was true. I did get intimidated. In November, like they had a meeting for baseball. That's probably when I got intimidated because there was a lot of people like trying out. But when I see them on the field, they really don't have nothing on me. Like they act just like me.
Okay. Look, we got a couple of comments. Like you got some fans out there already. Somebody, Lonnie, what's up, man? He says, "What's your favorite pitch to swing at?"
Well, I like to swing at the fastball, but the curveball, no, I like to swing at the fastball because the curveball get me like a little bit tricky, a little bit. Yeah, because it starts off slow, but then it just drops down to a strike. That's, yeah.
Okay. So, do you like them high? Do you like them low?
I like them in the middle.
Okay.
Like today, like the pitches, I could have swung at them, but I didn't feel like if I swung at the pitches, I didn't think I was gonna hit them because they was that low, and he called them a strike anyway. It was like 2 strikes. It was like I gotta get my head in the game, and I protected the plate, and he walked me, and I did really good today.
Really?
I had 2 at bats. Yeah, I did good today.
Fantastic. So what was it like? How did you feel when you finally like made the team? What was that like?
To be honest, the day I made the team, I was happy on the outside, but like on the inside, I was going crazy. Like I was like. The first thing I did was look on Instagram because one of the players that made the team, he like posted the sheet like with all the names and everything, and I looked on the name. I was looking for the S because I'm the only girl, the only girl. Right. And then I saw Shaniya. I was like, woo! Wow. Like, and then I showed my sister. She gave me a big hug, and then like I wanted to go down to the sheet anyway to see myself.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, and then I got down to there. Like everybody was happy for me. Like I was all over Instagram. I was on the news. I was on articles. Like it was good. And my friends was proud of me too.
So how are you handling your new stardom? Like you're kind of like the big girl on campus now.
I mean, I don't really like to worry about that too much. Like I just worry about myself. I mean, they look up to me. Yeah, it's fine, but I just worry about me in that baseball field because I am setting like a new, like I would say I'm setting something new for girls. Because when I got on that field, everybody was staring at me, and that's the one thing I hate, when people stare.
You had to get used to that.
Yeah, I'm going to get way used to that. Because the home games, I go to the girls' locker room by myself. I'll be on FaceTime with my mother, but home games, I get ready, I walk to the locker room, it'd be so many people outside, and they just love to stare.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's kind of annoying, but I just don't worry about that too much. Because I don't really care.
You just go do your thing.
Yeah.
Dig it. Jump in.
Next
question. Want to talk about Fortnite?
Yeah, I guess Fortnite.
Oh, so, Mark's the Fortnite guy. I'm going to defer.
My son is the Fortnite guy.
Okay, all right. Well, you know more about it than I do. So.
But it's huge, probably more younger than you, but all the way up to people in their 20s play.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a player?
I used to play.
Used to play.
Yeah, I used to. I was a bad try hard.
Used to, like, how far back was it?
That was like when I made the baseball team, I just stopped playing.
Really?
Yeah, it was like that was a big deal to me because we used to be so busy now. And it's not even worth even playing the game no more when you out here like doing your best for these games. Like I just stopped playing the game. I just stopped focusing on that game and just focused on my school and my baseball.
When you were playing, what was your favorite player?
When I was playing on the field?
Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite. Oh, my favorite player for like Fortnite streamers?
The skin. Yeah. Oh, streamers?
Or whatever. I don't.
Well, the skin is
what's
what
the difference between
you dress your character
School me.
as.
Okay, all right.
The skin is what you dress your character as.
Okay, I do know that. I know what the skin is.
I think my favorite skin is probably the Bright Bomber, and then like my favorite streamer would probably be Tfue or something like that. Cause I don't really like Ninja like that.
Okay.
Ninja's the big one.
So how were your Fortnite skills though? I mean,
they terrible now. I used to be really good though.
Yeah.
Like 100 and something wins.
Yes.
But I'm trash now. Like I can't do nothing no more. I don't got my skills.
No Apex Legends?
No, I don't play that. I just play like, other than Fortnite, I play baseball, 2K, all that stuff. But I mostly play baseball though on the PS4.
Okay.
PS4.
Yeah, nice. So you said you played 2K. Who you be rocking with on 2K?
Oh, I just play my career. But if I had to choose somebody, and I know everybody gonna hate me, but Steph Curry.
Really?
Yeah, Stephen Curry. I can shoot anywhere with him.
Yeah. So is that your favorite basketball team, the Warriors?
No. I don't like the Warriors. I like the Wizards.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you really down with all the local teams?
Mhm.
All right, dig it. So, outside of Adam Jones, do you have any other favorite baseball players that you like?
Yeah, Jose Altuve.
Okay, that's a good one. Houston Astros.
Yeah. Who else? Cody Bellinger.
Woo! I like it too. That's with the Dodgers. You guys with the Dodgers.
Jonathan Taylor.
Mhm.
I would say Chris Davis, but this year he's not doing that good.
we like to rag on Chris Davis a lot here, just a bit outside.
Yeah,
but he's been doing all right. He got a home run yesterday, right?
I mean, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, I think he got a home run yesterday.
He did.
Yeah, he got the third one of the season.
A 2-run shot.
I believe it might have been. I think it might have been one personal.
Did they win yesterday?
Yeah. No. No. I'm sorry.
But more players I like is probably Yasu Puig.
Okay.
I like just like a lot of players. I like basically everybody. They gotta be nice though. They don't actually have to be nice, but I gotta see the dedication. Like I like who else? Billy Hamilton. I know it's my favorite.
Really?
Because he's like so fast on the bases. Like he can score. Like he can be on first base and his teammate can hit a single. He go all the way home. Like that's something I would do. Or get a rundown, so something like that.
Do you steal much? Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, hold that thought. You guys, when we come back, we're gonna have more with Shaniya Murray on Just a Bit Outside. See, we're going to commercial break.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God.
join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel rock. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crap. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you.
Oh yeah. Come on, dog, throw this in there. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break. Said she wanna bump that. You wanna do it?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you to DJ Delight for the music that he gives us each and every week. Love listening to it, bumping it, even in the car and stuff.
All right. As you guys can see, we still got Shaniya Murray in the building, talking baseball, going around the horn. All right, so we talk about what you've been doing. Let's talk about your future. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to play, well, I want to be a professional baseball player when I grow up. I want to play for the MLB. So I hope that happens. I'm going to just keep working hard, though, because I really don't care.
As a second baseman?
Yep, a second baseman. Because I'm really, like, getting better at that. So, yeah, I'd rather play at second base.
And there's been women that have played minor league, but none have gotten major league yet.
That's right, that's right. So you might be able to break that, break that barrier, push that envelope. You familiar with Monet Davis?
Yes.
You follow her?
Yes.
Did you watch her when she was in the World Series? What do you think about her?
I think she's a good player. Her pitching is just really good. I'm just surprised that she didn't play baseball when she got older.
Right.
I'm surprised that she went to softball because she was a really good baseball player to me. And I was kind of getting jealous of her because I thought she gonna make it before me. But I found out she was playing softball. I was a little surprised. So then I was like, I just gotta do this because I really don't care with the gender. I really don't.
Dang it. So would you say she inspired you to continue to play and try to break through at that level?
Yeah, she inspired me way much. I see baseball videos this girl when they say this forever be my favorite video when this girl first girl pitches in the MLB. That kind of irritates me because it's a girl pitching and then a boy hits a home run off of her. It's basically saying if a girl pitches then they're not gonna do well. That was kind of that was so annoying to watch. I see all over Instagram, but I just don't care about that because I'm just gonna show them that girls can really do it. I'm sorry, but they can. After the way I'm not trying to be cocky or nothing. I'm really not trying to be cocky, but I do show more way much dedication than the people that's on the team right now. I do. The first, my coach said I gotta get stronger. I've been lifting weights since November when I couldn't even throw the ball that far. And I was lifting up. I started off slow with 10 pounds. And then I got bigger with 20 pounds, started doing push-ups, you know, start doing ab workouts, leg workouts, and then trials come just prepared. So it was. I also went to batting cage and started hitting 50-mile-per-hour fastballs and 60. I wasn't hitting no type of no softballs either.
Right. So you've been coming along with the speed increases?
Yeah. Yeah. The speed doesn't like affect me no. It used to affect me, but it don't affect me no more. After like the first game I played, the speed was nothing. Cause I hit the ball, and I hit a double, and I did not care about the speed. Like the speed today, the speed I did not care about the speed either. If it's in my zone, I'ma hit it. Like it gotta be a good pitch though. Like it gotta be in my zone where I can hit the ball. It can't be low or high, and they call it a strike. But it doesn't matter because as long as I don't strike out, I'm good.
Well, it sounds like you said you got a walk today, so it sounds like you got a pretty decent eye on picking out the good ones and weeding out the bad ones.
Yeah, I got 2 walks because I think I was doing bad today, but I didn't let that affect me. Like the first 2 pitches, they was low, but they was a strike, and I knew I should have swung at them, but I didn't think I can hit the ball that was that low because I don't want to just swing and miss without having no contact on it. So after that, after those 2 pitches was a strike, I started protecting the plate, and I got walked. And yeah, he just walked me. He walked me twice.
What aspect of the game would you like to improve on?
Like my fielding stuff. Oh, I would like to improve with my hitting. That's right. Probably, or my fielding. I think I would like to improve with my fielding more, cause I gotta get used to throwing the ball faster. It's good right now. It could be better though, cause I need to get my glove on the ground a little bit more and throwing the ball faster. So.
All right. Well, in a few minutes that we have left, we're gonna do the Just a Bit Outside Fave 5. So we're gonna ask you, what 5 musical artists do you have in rotation right now? Who are you listening to?
Right now, Youngboy, Lil Baby, Drake, Meek Mill, and Cardi B.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
no hesitation.
Right, that was fast as I don't know what. I was thinking she was gonna be like, I just saw Lil Baby in DC. Well, at FedEx Field on Saturday at the Blockley City Fest. He was pretty good. And Childish Gambino was out there, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah. I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you if I can find a decent clip to show you offline. I'll show you a little bit of his performance. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, and a legit Fave 5, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, Shaniya, thank you so much for coming through and chopping it up with us. I hope you come back and talk to us soon.
Thank you for having
bring
me.
some of your knucklehead teammates.
Yeah, I'll probably bring the mature ones.
Anybody you want to shout out before you sign off?
I'd like to shout out my sister, Tanai Murray. I would like to shout out my mother, Tanisha Murray.
Thank you, Mom.
My family that supported me on this journey. It's not done yet, but I'm still, doing it. My friends from school. Should I say their names?
Sure, go for it.
Well, I got friends from school that go to the city, but like Jordan, Bria, Reagan. My friends that's outside of school, like, been my best friends forever. But Tanaya, Kristen, Kennedy, and Jordan, they got the same names, but they're still my friends. And I would like to thank them for supporting me, even do a sport that all girls don't do.
That's
so
what's up. And there you have it. You guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will have New York author Chris Babu on the line, chopping it up. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you'll get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop it.
Like, the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. If you're checking us out on Facebook Live, on YouTube, click the share button, tell your friends, tell everyone that you know, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show. We want to thank Shaniya Murray for coming in. Go City, I guess.
Yeah, City Nights, baby.
And for the Poly people, maybe send someone our way if you need that representation.
Gotta call Polly out, boy. Yeah. So let's keep the show going.
Moving on, we've been joined on the line by Chris. Is it Babu? Am I saying it right?
That's
Babu. You're good enough.
Chris Babu.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks for having me on. So my name is Chris Babu. I'm an author of young adult novels. I didn't always want to be an author. Before 2016, I was a bond trader on Wall Street for almost 20 years. I was a managing director at Deutsche Bank. I didn't study English or creative writing in college. I actually went to MIT and majored in math. So it was a weird transition for me. I live in Long Island, New York now, after living in Manhattan for 18 years. I'm originally from the New Haven, Connecticut area, which I played soccer and basketball. And since the sports show, I'll mention that the interesting thing about New Haven is that it's pretty equidistant between New York and Boston. So people generally tend to root for like either New York teams or Boston teams. So half my family are Red Sox and Patriots fans. The other half are Yankees and Giants fans.
Oh, how does that work?
Yeah, it's tough at Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
So I tend to be, people tend to be either Giants or Yankees rather than, Jets or Mets, but, and I'm on the New York side. So yeah, that's my backstory.
So tell us how you made this transition from Wall Street to being an author.
Yeah, it was a difficult transition, but I have to say, it's kind of interesting how it happened. Like most kids growing up, I had a lot of interests like art, painting, music. I played the violin. I played sports. I like science and math. And when kids have interest and aptitude in both like the arts and humanities and the math and the sciences, they're always pushed to pursue math and science. I think presumably because those subjects are perceived to be harder to learn and they have better job prospects. So like teachers, parents, guidance counselors, they all like push you that way. So I might have pursued a degree in English or something like that, but I was good at math, so I went to MIT. And at MIT, everyone's there to get a technical degree of some kind. But there are also like amazing musicians and artists, painters and things there. Now everyone, takes their degree and goes into industry or academia or finance using their skills. And if you plan on being successful at being a trader or a scientist or whatever, you kind of drop a lot of your other interests, and spend all of your time on whatever your job is. And the thing is, those other interests don't go away. And eventually they came calling. And for me, it was like 20 years into my job where I was already an expert in what I was doing. I wasn't learning anything anymore. I was a little bit bored. And I wanted some kind of creative outlet. I was under stress. So I started writing at night. And I just kind of fell in love with it. And from there, it was like an easy decision because unless you're happy doing what you do every day, like who cares how much money you have? So I made this transition. And I actually, I quit my job in 2016 a year before I had a publishing contract.
Wow. That was a gutsy move.
It was a gutsy move, yeah. I think a lot of people thought I was crazy for doing that. So I sort of gave up this really high-paying job to take a job that is, generally speaking, a low-paying job.
Dig it. Now, tell us about your first book.
Yeah, so my first book, it came out in February of 2018. It's called The Initiation. It's a trilogy. It's for young adults, but probably half my readership has been adults. I think, the best way to describe it at a high level is like the nerd version of the Hunger Games.
Really?
So, it's a story where the characters have to solve puzzles or they die. So there's a lot of brain teasers and riddles and things like that. It's just kind of a problem solving. And, for anyone who, even people that don't like math, like doing crossword puzzles and Sudoku and stuff, and I wanted to kind of take that experience and embed it inside of a novel. So as you're reading the book, you come up with all these problems, and you don't have to solve them if you don't want, but it adds an extra layer to the experience where, you can sort of participate in the story along with the characters. So I thought it was kind of a cool idea.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's different, right? So it's done pretty well. And then the sequel is called The Expedition. It came out in December.
Right.
And the third book in my series is going through publication right now. It's called The Insurrection. It comes out this fall.
Fantastic. So, and you've been kind of making your moves around. You've been on CNN, and I saw a couple articles on Bloomberg about you. So, you've been making moves.
It's really hard. Like, the biggest problem for new authors is obscurity. Like, no one knows who you are, and no one knows your book came out. There's only like 2,000 books that come out every day, so it's really hard to get noticed. So, I was lucky. I was lucky to get some publicity having left sort of a high-profile job to become a fiction author, which is kind of like a career 180, right? It's a completely different skill set.
Right.
Doing all these new things, yeah. So I think people were surprised that someone would even do something like that. I have a lot of people that I know that changed careers from finance, but they generally stayed within like the finance, did something else. And I went a completely different direction. I didn't have a lot of qualifications to do this, so it took a lot of work. And a lot of the things I learned playing sports growing up actually helped me make that transition. so that was something that actually got me through this sort of like a 2-year period.
Dig it. So you said you're a big sports fan, and you said you played basketball and you played soccer. Was that what you said?
Yeah. I mean, soccer was kind of like my sport. Like the sport I played from when I was 5 until I got to college, and MIT is a Division III school, so there was really no reason for me to play.
Right.
But high school soccer in Connecticut is no joke. It's pretty competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I felt like I got a good taste of competitive soccer.
So I hear you're a big fan of the Knicks.
I'm a huge Knicks fan. Well, yes, I'm a huge Knicks fan. There's not a lot of reasons to be a fan of the Knicks these days.
Okay, so you guys have, you got rid of Porzingis, and you brought over DeAndre. I believe, what, are they set up for the first pick in the draft, or they haven't made that?
I mean,
they haven't made that selection yet.
Yeah, they're not guaranteed to get the first pick, but I think they have the highest probability, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm, they do. I mean, what are your expectations in the upcoming draft?
I mean, look, everybody wants Zion, right? So if you get the number 1 pick, right. Zion, and I get it. He's a monster. He's an athletic freak. He's had a huge college career. Mm-hmm. I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little bit in the minority here. Like, I'd almost rather have RJ Barrett.
Really? And why is that?
I know that's. Look, does everyone realize that they're both the same height? They're both 6'7". And I'm not sure why no one's talking about how big Zion. He's huge, right? 285.
Right.
I feel like his power and size game is not necessarily going to translate as well in the NBA. It's very different college and NBA basketball.
Yes, it is.
Power forward in the NBA is like 7 feet tall.
Right.
So I'm a little worried about his size, like his height. I think RJ Barrett is super polished. Obviously, his shot can get a little bit better, but he's like a scoring machine. I love Ja Morant as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Those first 3 picks, I think, are obvious. I think, either one of those guys would fit really, really well in the Knicks. Of course, if you get Zion, it's great. I'd love to finally gives you a reason to watch the Knicks, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
But
I also feel like he would be. I mean, not saying that, not taking away from DeAndre Jordan, but you kind of got to fill that void of letting Porzingis go, right? Like, I mean, that was kind of like a big deal for you guys, and
I hated that trade, by the way.
Really? Yeah. I mean, that definitely left my head scratching, because it was kind of like he was kind of like the it thing for you guys. I mean, like kind of like the ticket seller, the reason why people came, and you definitely need something to fill that void, and it's been such a long time since the Knicks have been. I mean, I gotta tell you, I was a big fan of Knicks when they had like John Starks and Larry Johnson and Latrell Sprewell. I will slap the shit out of you, Chris Childs. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that team too.
And I've been waiting for the Knicks to get back to that, and unfortunately, we had the whole Isaiah Thomas debacle, and then Phil Jackson came through and did some craziness, and it's just like right now, you guys are just like keeping your head above water. Is there any moves that you would like to see the Knicks make in the offseason outside of the draft that you think that would help the team a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think they need help pretty much at every position. They're clearly in full rebuild mode. Like, I agree with you. Like, Porzingis was like the first really exciting player the Knicks have had in almost 30 years. I mean, we had Carmelo, but the Carmelo Knicks were never good.
Right.
So getting this new young guy who was unbelievable. The city fell in love with him.
Right.
And I did too. And so I will say I kind of understand a little bit where the Knicks came from. Like, he's already shown himself to be really injury prone. And he's a young guy, and there's no precedent for a guy his size coming back from an ACL tear. So and he didn't really want to be on the Knicks. So I kind of get what they did, but at the same time, they do need to make some moves. I mean, they trading him away, they're making a huge gamble that they get Kevin Durant, which I think is a huge risk. I mean, I would love to get Kevin Durant. He's one of my favorite players, but do we really think the guy who left Oklahoma City to go to the best team in the NBA is going to come to the Knicks now? Does that make any sense? I just don't see why he would do that. The Knicks are the worst team in the NBA.
Hey, man, that's very rational thinking right there,
I mean, they clearly need to get, they need to get some other guys, Tyree or even Kemba Walker or something. I love Kemba. I used to be a UConn fan. I am a UConn fan, so.
Yeah.
But they need help,
You might be onto something with Kemba. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure he'll be ready to walk, when this thing is all said and done with. So that might be a good possibility right there.
Yeah, he's a New York native. He's from there. I think he wants to be on the Knicks. They definitely need someone. But the thing is, they need more than one good player. Right? They need two people. They need like a good draft pick plus a Durant and a point guard, something like that. So I don't know. They got a lot of work to do.
Dig it.
Another rebuilding year for the Knicks, probably.
What needs more focus, the play on the court or the front office?
Woo, that's a good question, actually.
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I am not. Having been a Knicks fan my entire life, I'm not a fan of the ownership. I would love to see, Jim Dolan sell the team.
I wish you could see me right now. Yes, somebody who is getting it. Yes.
I mean, look, people yell stuff at the guy to sell the team in the game, and he got them banned from the stadium. It's crazy. So, I think they both need work. I don't like the Knicks front office, but I think their on-court issues are even bigger. I think they just have so many needs and so many positions. I mean, this year's team, kind of like Mitchell Robinson. He looked good all year, and there are other young guys. Kevin Knox, I thought he was a little disappointing this year, but I guess he's 19 years old. So he's got room to grow. But the rest of the team is just kind of they're all right. Luke Cornett, you're going to build a team around that guy? I mean, so, I just think, if you look at the team like the Sixers, look how much talent the Sixers have.
Right.
How could the Knicks ever compete with a team like that? They need 5 great guys to even stay on the court with the Sixers.
Absolutely.
So, there's so much talent.
Well, look, Chris, hold the line for a second because we're about to take a quick commercial break. And you guys, when we come back, we're going to chop it up some more. We're going to talk more basketball, Chris, and we might get a little NFL draft in there. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside. Hey, man, Chris, you're doing a great job, man. Just hold the line.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way.
Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world, I found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife, and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all of hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. family trip, part-time job, helping around the house, sick day, starting the holidays early, just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Now listen to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for joining us on every Monday, Facebook, YouTube Live. We're sitting here with author Chris Babu. We were talking some NBA, specifically the Knicks, and we got a comment on the feed. Harry says the Knicks need Boston to lose so Kyrie comes to New York.
Here's to hoping. And speaking about Boston, we got a pretty interesting second round matchup going down currently between Boston and Milwaukee. Now, what was that? Yesterday, right? Yesterday was game one. They were in Milwaukee because, of course, Milwaukee's #1 seed. They got the home court advantage. And I think to a lot of people's surprise, not to mine, because I threw money at Boston. But Milwaukee struggled mightily yesterday. And I mean, I'm going to ask both of you guys. I mean, do you guys think that, Milwaukee had an off game, or did Boston come with the legit game plan? And I guess I'll start with Mark.
I honestly have no idea. Boston, it surprised the hell out of me.
Really?
Especially the difference in the score. That was just such a blowout. It was
maybe the magnitude of the blowout might have been a little surprising. But, I was expecting Milwaukee to drop that first game. So, you think, you don't know either way. It was just a
shock.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Chris? You think it was Boston's game plan, or just
I think I picked Milwaukee to win the series. But I gotta say I'm shaken after game one. Milwaukee got completely blown off the court.
Yes.
So I'm like, I may be like Boston in 7 now. I've kind of maybe switched my pick. I think it was a really good game plan. I don't think it was a fluke. Obviously, Milwaukee with Giannis has the best player on the floor, but Boston has a deeper, more adaptable team and a better coach. And they showed how to beat Milwaukee, because they had Al Horford and he completely shut Giannis down.
Yeah.
So he's the key to that series. If Al Horford can do that in every game, they win the series easily.
And you know what, Chris? I have to agree with you, man, because in my notes, I watched the game yesterday. And in that first quarter, I saw something. We all saw something that we have not seen, I don't think, really all season with Giannis. And I believe he was limited to in the first quarter. He must have had like 3 or 4 points or something like that. And he was 0 for 3 in the field goal category. Okay? Yeah. He only took 3 shots in the first quarter. And if you've been watching these Milwaukee games, I mean, they came out with the gun smoking. You know what I mean? They were running and gunning off the top. And another thing that was just like really, glaring and that really jumped out at me was the amount of points that, Milwaukee was scoring. Milwaukee had been scoring a lot of points as well. And, I got to shout Boston out because they came with the legit game plan. They double teamed Giannis. They completely took him out of the equation. And, it almost looked like, and this was a team that was playing as a complete team. It almost looked like they did not have enough star power to handle a 7-game series with Boston yesterday. And
it does look that way.
Yeah, and you know what? And you're not the only person. You're not the only person that's kind of switched up their pick because it just looked like so uncharacteristic of the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday. It's just that it leaves your head scratching. Like, can they actually do this against a team that has to me more playoff experience and more veteran leadership?
You know what it looked like? It looked like Milwaukee was not ready. Like just like you said, Milwaukee was not ready. They're not ready to be the first seed in the playoffs yet. Like they don't have enough experience.
Right.
Boston, a little more battle tested. Boston beat them in 7 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the sequence where Al Horford stuffed Giannis twice in a row?
Yes.
And the second one was embarrassing. It was really ugly.
But how surprising was that, though? I mean, like shocking. Right. And I was talking before the first round even started. I really wasn't too. I think I said this to you, Mark. I really wasn't too impressed with how Boston ended their season.
Yeah.
Ended the regular season, and I don't know what happened in them couple of days in between. The season ending and the playoffs. Getting started. But what is it? Brad Stevens, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Brad Stevens really got those guys ready, and I mean, they swept the first round, gave them a little time to rest up and get ready for that second round, and like I said, I mean, they just came with the game plan. I mean, if Milwaukee is going to do anything in this series, they got to figure out how to get Giannis back in that game.
I think like the playoffs, the playoffs are not the regular season, right? And it doesn't matter that Milwaukee dominated the regular season. Like this is a different animal now, and the Celtics just took it to another level in that game, and Milwaukee wasn't ready.
Absolutely. Let's take it to the West Coast. The Western Conference, I should say. Golden State, Houston. I think this is also going to be. I don't care. Well, I mean, the first game yesterday was very dramatic. You know what I mean? And I also feel like, and people are going to get mad at me for saying this, I feel like Golden State had a whole lot of help yesterday, with that seventh man and the stripes out there. But who you got for that Golden State-Houston series?
This looks like the year that Houston is supposed to be Golden State, right? Like in the 7 last year, it was really close. The Warriors kind of struggled all year. They were like a worse version of themselves. They had like internal team strife between Durant and Draymond Green, and now Cousins is out. Meanwhile, Houston, this is probably their best team ever, and James Harden is an improved version of himself. So it seems like everything looks in line for Houston to win, but I still pick Golden State to win. Because they still have the best team on the floor. And it seems like, look, they won 2 championships in a row. It's not a big surprise. They kind of cruised during the regular season. And I think they show that they have an extra gear when it comes to the playoffs. And Kevin Durant in particular is playing on a completely different level right now. He looks incredible. So he looks totally zoned in. So I think it's like Golden State in 6.
Dig it. Hey, Chris, you mind sticking around for one more segment?
Absolutely.
All right, well, look, there you have it, you guys. Don't go anywhere. We got more with Chris when we come back. Just a bit outside.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Rolls with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Nigga, chose by another nigga, bitch. Damn, this chopper got 50 round clip. So this Molly and the syrup got me geeking, shorty. Ain't know I popped them Xannies, had them sleeping on me. Love in a hood full of hate. Pray to God that he open up them gates. Rest in peace to Freddie Gray and Lil Scooter. Putting on for our city, watch his door.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just About Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for joining us each and every Monday. Share the link, share the love. If you're watching us live, just hit that share button and tell everyone that you know. Best sports show you know. We got some updates on the games going around. The Orioles and the White Sox 0-0. That's pretty early in the game still. You got the Nationals are up 2-0 on the Cardinals. And in the NBA, 76ers 26, Toronto 17. Where did we leave off?
We were talking about the NBA. We had Chris. Chris said he's going with Boston in 7, right? And Houston. I'm sorry, Golden State in 6.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. The feed, we got some comments. Daryl says Celtics for life. Boston taking it all the way. I think he's a very big Boston fan. And words are played out. I don't know. Like, I think everyone's risen up to give him challenges, but I still have Warriors taking it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm on the Warriors to play it out, too. I'm looking for Houston to right the ship here, you know, and take out the evil empire. I am.
That's not the evil empire.
They're my evil empire of the NBA. We all know the evil empire is the awful Yankees. Stanky Yankees. So let's flip it. Let's get on the gridiron. We had the NFL draft go down this weekend. I've heard a lot of good things about DeAndre Baker, which was, I believe, was it the 30th selection of the draft?
Was it 30?
Yeah, he was number 30.
30th.
He went in the first round for the Giants. Do you know anything about this kid?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know a lot about him before the draft,
right.
but I did watch the draft. I watched all his highlights now. You know, a lot of people are saying he's the best cover corner in the draft. Not everyone's saying that, though. Some people have him ranked like 3rd or 5th. I think of the Giants' first-round picks, he's definitely the best one, like the best selection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I found out the guy has not given up a touchdown in 2 seasons in the SEC.
Wow.
Which is
wow.
insane. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's amazing. One thing I don't like about him is that he's 5'11", and like every wide receiver these days is like 6'3", 220. So it seems like he might be a little small, but everyone says he plays big for his listed size. But I really like the guy. I mean, he seems really good. I think my overall problem with the Giants draft is I felt like they sort of paid up too much for every player they took, including this one, right? They gave away three picks to get back into the first round to take him, and like no one else took a corner in the first round. So it just felt like they overpaid for him, kind of like they did with Daniel Jones, in my personal opinion. Like he shouldn't have been the sixth person taken in the draft.
Dig it. How do you feel about the Giants' current quarterback situation?
Yeah, I mean, Eli's got 2 Super Bowls, so you can't complain about him too much. He's obviously, not what he used to be, but I feel like as a lifelong Giants fan, they have an offensive line that really didn't protect him all year. I think he still has his arm. He still seems to have his wits about him. He's a little slower, but the Giants had needs at every position except for running back. So, they really couldn't go wrong in the draft with anybody they took. I think that they should have gone with some pass rushing, personally. I think they were crazy not to take Josh Allen with their first pick.
Agreed. And talking about running backs, you guys are still rocking with Saquon Barkley, right?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's so good.
Yes, he is. So what is your expectations for the Giants in the upcoming season, man?
I mean, despite the fact that like the front office is saying like we have a win now philosophy, like clearly they're like in rebuilding mode. Like that is completely false. Taking a quarterback who with the 6th pick overall, who they're basically saying is not going to play this year, right? He's going to intern under Eli, and putting in some of these new pieces on the defense. Like I think DeAndre Baker is going to be a starting corner because they definitely need help on their secondary as well. So it's a rebuilding year. It'll be another year. I mean, we've been watching this for years now with this sort of mediocre team. But they clearly need to, they need the new franchise quarterback, and I guess they're hoping it's going to be Daniel Jones. I don't see what they saw in Daniel Jones. I don't know if you guys did.
Well, this is so funny. Mark just showed me this little blurb from TMZ. I don't know. I guess I would say like a fellow peer, fellow author, Game of Thrones creator George R.R. Martin. Apparently, he's a big New York Giants fan.
Oh, nice.
And he basically ripped the team a new one for taking and I quote, for taking relatively unknown Duke quarterback Daniel Jones. So I don't know about you. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I read all the books. I'm kind of like, dude, what the hell are you worried about the Giants for? I need you to finish the series. I don't know. Is that fair?
I know, like, hey man, totally. Like, stop paying attention to sports and finish the damn. He takes like 5 years to write a book, so
I know.
The series. I know. It's funny though. Like, even though I've read the books, I don't watch the TV show. I actually, like, since I started writing books 3 years ago, I actually stopped watching TV. The only TV I watch now at all is sports.
Really?
I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't watch Stranger Things. So that's like a distraction. So
yeah,
either read, write, or watch sports. That's basically it.
Dig it. So no Super Bowl on the horizon for the Giants anytime soon.
No, I think they're a long ways away.
We're going to take a few minutes to talk about the Ravens. How do you feel about the Ravens? How the Ravens drafted this weekend, Mark?
I think overall they did decent.
Yeah. I'm not going to go off on one of my, tirades.
And I think they alleviated a lot of worries about how much Ozzie would have influence. I think DaCosta definitely put his stamp on it. But it was definitely offensive heavy.
Yes.
I would have liked to seen a lineman, an offensive lineman higher up in the draft. But overall, they got some speed. They got some good pieces to complement Lamar. And even the quarterback that they drafted with the last pick in the 6th round, who was it? Trace McSorley from Penn State. Like, he's kind of in the that Lamar mold that I can see as a compliment. Maybe they're eyeing for someone to train with Lamar and match him, and maybe eyeing for the training squad when the season comes. I don't know if they'd even waste a draft pick on that, though.
Well, I mean, I know they got a lot of people were very happy with the first pick, Marquise Brown. I think he's got the nickname Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a bit of a small guy. I think he's about 166 pounds or so.
5'9".
Yeah. But you know that they're saying that this particular guy is reminding a lot of people of Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
And you know, how can you not get excited about that?
Isn't his cousin Antonio Brown?
I think so, but don't quote me on that. You know I'm big on the offensive line as well, but you know, I'm all right with what they did. You know what I mean? I'm so all right. I'm almost saying like, yo, we could take the AFC. I think we're in a position where we could seriously take the AFC, and this is why I want both of y'all to hear me out on that.
Not even the AFC North, the whole AFC.
No, we're taking the whole AFC, damn it, and this is why. Okay, now. Okay, over the weekends, there were these findings about, you know, Tyreek Hill and the Kansas City Chiefs. They let him go, right? So basically, outside of Patrick Mahomes, who cannot do this thing by himself, they have no offense. You know what I'm saying? That was one hurdle that we have now hopped over now, because they're going to have to, you know, put some shit together to come up with another decent team. To me, this is how I feel. Now, the second little... You know what that's going to be. This is going to be Tom Brady and the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Right? Now, if we can come up with a decent enough defense, you know, and if... they jumping on me already. If we come up with a decent enough defense, man, we can run that AFC table, yo. I'm serious. I am serious. And look, Chris, they jumping on me already on this feed, man. What they saying?
I think she got into the box wine a little early.
The Patriots got pretty good in the draft, though.
Yeah.
And Dale said, we can take the whole NFL. I know that's right.
He said, then that's followed by what you talking about.
Hey, man, you gotta have faith in the whole team, baby.
Without being delusional.
Oh, man, hey, look. Hey, mark my words, come November, come December, I'm gonna be laughing at y'all, man. We gonna be up in that little race, baby. We gonna be in there. I'm feeling it.
I still fear the Browns.
Man,
the Browns have been making moves.
Okay, Chris, are you drinking the Browns juice?
No, I'm out on the...
Thank you. Somebody, like, man, I'm not drinking that juice.
Not at all. Totally not.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, Chris, y'all's division, all right, because y'all in NFC East, right?
Correct.
Okay, now, it's not exactly the best division in the NFL. All right? Now, we finally got wide receiving core. Yeah, hey, Harry, I don't know if you believe, brother, but I believe. But, Chris, back to Chris. Who do you think has got the best chance coming out of the NFC East in the upcoming season? Now, look, I want you to put your Homer feelings aside here for a minute.
I mean, possibly the Cowboys. And I felt like they had something this year. They had a disappointing year in sort of the 2018 season, but I felt like they had pieces there and moments where they looked like they were really, really good. And they just couldn't do it consistently. So possibly them or Philly. It's definitely not the Giants.
Yeah, you got a couple of fans on here that are agreeing with you. Some said, unfortunately, Dallas. He's right on point with that one. And I know that will stink for a lot of people in the NFC East, man, because they're like...
I mean, as a Giants fan, you hate the Cowboys and you hate the Eagles even more.
Yeah, so, no doubt.
But unfortunately, they're both going to be better than the Giants this year.
No doubt. All right, well, check this out. Let us know, two things I would like to know. What do you have going on right now? Do you have any appearances that you're going to be making in the near future? Let us know what's going on with you.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So I'm currently working on my third book that's going to publication. It'll be out later this year. It's called The Insurrection. I'm appearing in a couple places. I'm living in Long Island right now, and Bridgehampton Library does this big event in the summer called Fridays at 5, where they feature an author every Friday at 5 p.m. They get some pretty big names. They had James Patterson last year, and so they're only featuring 6 authors, and I'm one of them. So I think it's like July 19th. I'll be at Bridgehampton Library giving this talk about being an author and books and things like that. I have, like I said, I have a new book coming out. I'm actually working on another book right now as well. So we got a lot of cool things coming up. I'm actually sort of touring around the tri-state area, visiting schools and giving talks to middle schools and high schools about writing and reading and things like that. So I've been doing that the past couple weeks. Now
Hey, that's pretty awesome, Chris. Wait a minute, hold on a second though. Look, can we talk a little bit more about that for a quick second?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did you get into that?
Yeah, you know, as a Wall Street trader, I had to speak in front of a lot of people on many occasions, so I kind of like built up my public speaking skills. So I had an opportunity to give a talk in front of 177th graders at a school in the Bronx, which is really cool. You know, it's an inner city school where one of the kids there read The Initiation and reached out to me on Twitter to tell me how much he liked it. And next thing I know, I hear from his English teacher that all the kids in the class are reading it. They're all loving my book. So I offered to go there and give a talk to the school. And I could have been probably one of the only speakers to ever visit their school about anything, right? So they're really excited to have me there. And I got to talk about lots of things like how to tell a story and the benefits of reading and things like that. And from there, it kind of just steamrolled. And I'm speaking at Sag Harbor Middle School and Visitation Academy in Brooklyn, and so I've been traveling around giving these talks, and you know the kids seem to really appreciate it, and you know I feel like I can teach them a little bit about writing and telling stories and creative writing, which you don't always get in school. You know, sometimes you learn about writing essays and things like that, but you don't get so much creative writing and storytelling. And yeah, so that's kind of how it happened. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to right now.
All right, dig it. Now, one other thing. Let everybody know how they could follow you, how they could, you know, contact you and do the whole social media thing for us.
I really appreciate that. Yeah. So first of all, visit my website, chrisbabu.com. People can get more information about me there, my books. They can also sign up for my email list there. And they can follow me on social media. My handle is Real Chris Babu on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I do a lot of giveaways if you're on my email list or if you follow me on Instagram. To try and like get attention around my books, usually when they come out. Like I gave away an iPhone when The Initiation came out.
Wow!
So it's worth following me just for my giveaways. I gave away a first edition signed hardcover of The Handmaid's Tale when my second book came out, which is a really, really valuable book. So there's some good prizes. So it's worth following me just for that. But also, you know, I post a lot of articles, I blog and stuff. So. Yeah, so check me out at Real Chris Babu or at chrisbabu.com.
Man, who's handling all your marketing? They're genius. All right, so lastly, look, Chris, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. We do this thing called the Just a Bit Outside Fave 5. We give our guests a topic, and they give us their Fave 5 on the topic. Now, since you are you said lifelong Knicks fan, why don't you give us your favorite 5 Knicks players?
Oh, wow. I'm going to go Patrick Ewing. Mm-hmm. Clyde Frazier.
Nice.
Charles Oakley. Loved.
Woo! Okay.
Trying to think if any of the current guys even come close to my top 5. I don't think they do.
No, Latrell, I'll choke you out, Spreewell.
I'm thinking about Spree. I got John Starks in my top 5, and now it's just that last guy. Do I give you Spree? I think I probably do. I love Latrell Spreewell.
Okay.
That's probably my top 5. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to chop it up with us, Chris, man. Hey, listen, when I come up in New York, I'll be up there soon. I might have to hit you up. We might have to watch some baseball or something.
Oh, let's do it.
All right, that's what's up.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, no problem, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, have a good one.
You too.
All right, well done. All right, outsiders, there you have it. We're about to take another quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up, baby. We're going to rock the baby like Russ. Don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside. You know how much I love Russ. Emma.
the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs. 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in all night. Thank you to Shaniya Murray and Chris Babu for joining us. Had a great time talking with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun night. I love this damn thing.
Got a couple of scores. The White Sox have gotten on the board. It's 2-1. They're beating the Orioles. Let's see, 76ers 41 and the Raptors 26. Let's see, and then the Cardinals got up there 6-3.
Wait, did you say the Raptors have 46?
No, the Raptors have 26.
26? Oh,
to 41. 76ers are winning.
Oh, okay, all right. I was about to have a little heart attack there for a minute. Yeah, I'm fully expecting the Philly to jump back in that series. Yeah. They should win that series. If they don't win that series, I will be highly disappointed in them. Highly. All right.
I think I have the Raptors going.
Yeah. Do we have a feel-good?
We have a feel-good.
Awesome.
Sports agent Nicole Lynn. She represented Quinnen Williams. Hope I said that right. He was the third-round draft pick of the Jets. And what's special is she was at the draft. She's had players drafted before, but she was at the draft, and she is the first black female sports agent to rep a player at the draft. She's part of Lil Wayne's Young Money APAA Sports Management Agency. She represents, like I said, other players she's had drafted, like Malik Jefferson, formerly of the Texas Longhorns. He was drafted to the Bengals last year. This is her first time at the draft. Check this out.
What's up?
Her master's is in law, and she litigates also. In addition to being a sports agent.
Powerhouse.
She's like
everything.
Threat. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know me, I was reading that story like, man, I should have been a sports agent. I think I would have been a good sports agent.
Like The Office, Jim just goes out and starts his own sports agency. Let's do it.
Hey, fuck yeah, hey, that's what's up. So listen, you guys, again, we want to thank Chris, we want to thank Shaniya for calling in, coming through, sharing their story, sharing the love. And I'm about to go check out American Ninja Warrior, I think. We got lots more nice guests coming for you guys in the upcoming weeks, so be on the lookout. Blog's still on the way, still working on that joint, man. Has so much going on. But you guys, you know how we end the show? Baltimore, spread love, yo. And I'm gonna let Mark snap his fingers.
I love
and in the show tonight, baby. Y'all have a great week. Peace. Oh shit! Hold up, Andre. Oh,
we both went over.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new. Take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you like. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's a move. You gotta live.